Hi, it's Dan with Wednesday Wisdom, coming to you from my library with one of the greatest books I've ever read. It's called The Cubs Way, written by Sports Illustrated writer Tom Verducci, and the subheading, the subtitle says it all. The Zen of building the best team in baseball and breaking the curse of the Chicago Cubs baseball team, who hadn't won a World Series in 108 years. What author Verducci does is he gets us inside the mind and heart and practice strategies of Epstein and coach Joe Maddon. Maddon was hired in 2011, and he was given a team of unknown players, young players, and supposedly washed up veterans. And he was given the challenge to turn them into not only a winning organization, but to win the World Series. Are you kidding me? What would you have done? On day one, Coach Joe Maddon, the manager, takes his entire team out of Chicago down to Arizona, not to play baseball, but to avoid the distractions of family and the deadlines of work. He spent day one focusing only on offense, day two on defense, day three on real-time game strategies. But the rest of that team trip, Joe Maddon focused exclusively on developing and creating team culture, clubhouse culture based on character and sacrifice and unconditional love and work ethic and mutual respect and support, knowing that all of those intangibles were equally as important as on-base percentage and throwing, catching, and hitting and slugging. And what happened? 2016, the Cubs actually won the World Series. You see, Maddon's strategy was to find 4 players that were such character-based human beings that they would have an influence, most importantly, in the clubhouse and during practice, as well as on the field in game time. Rizzo, Russell, Lester, and Arrieta, they held their teammates high and held them to a higher standard of performance based on character, which is why they had the best team in baseball in 2016 and came from behind more times than any other team in Major League Baseball to win the game. Why? Character counts. Now let's go to Game 7 of the 2016 World Series. Yes, it paid off. Inning number 8, the Cubs are ahead 6-3. They're only 4 outs away from winning the World Series. And what happens? A Cleveland Indian player gets up, hits a double, scores a run. Now it's 6-4. Now Chapman, the Cubs' superstar ace pitcher, gives up a 2-run homer. Now the score's tied 6-6. They go into the 9th inning. Chapman comes back out feeling so insecure, but he is able to eliminate those first 3 batters, and the game ends tied 6-6 at the end of the 9th inning when a storm comes in. It is such a brutal storm that the crew chief and everybody in the field operations have to bring the tarp out to cover the field, and both teams retire to their clubhouses, except the Cubs do not make it to the clubhouse. They stop on the way in the weight room for a spontaneous team meeting. As all the players are in there with their heads down, thinking that they just lost their opportunity. The momentum shift was so drastic, they had just given up their opportunity of a lifetime to win the World Series. And young Jason Hayward steps up, who's been struggling all year. In fact, he was 0 for 4 that night in the game. And he says, guys, we got to have a talk. We have forgotten who we are, and we are men of character. We never say never. We have always come from behind based on our belief and love for each other. Now's our time to prove to the world who we really are. Let us not forget the men we have become. Let's go win. We only need to win 1 more inning. And in that 17-minute rain delay, they had a chance to pause for a moment long enough to rekindle their passion, to refocus their purpose, and to believe in themselves as drastically and as deeply as they always had before. And as we say, the rest is history. They came out and won the World Series game 8-7 as world champions in Major League Baseball. This book will change your strategy and your attitude and your perception of what it really takes to be a champion. Yes, character counts.